Hope you choke on your spit in your sleep and die.
I do. But I come back to life.
And now it's time for StarStruck, starring CJ Starr, Dana Smith, and Patrick Puckett.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Even though the music is still going up, and I should know this by now. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to StarStruck. First of all, let me like to say that I am so happy with this panel of people that I have around me. Let me go ahead and introduce the normal folk. Start off with John Teasy, a.k.a. John Bragg, who didn't know who John B was.
What up, people?
And everybody, please welcome back to the stage the very lovely, the very talented Dana Smith.
Asta Pappy.
We couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't go anywhere without our new producer and intern, JJ.
JJ, what's up, man?
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Should I be able to tell that he could possibly have testicular cancer? Your jeans are tight as shit, dude.
No, look, I thought there was pantyhose with a run in it. But
he got those denim pantyhose with a run in it.
Denim pantyhose.
We've been sitting here for the past half an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and let John introduce our distinguished guest because
esteemed guest.
Oh my goodness.
Well, he's back. Hey, this is my homeboy. We've been friends about what, 11 years now, James?
Yeah, about 11.
Yeah. We it's not going down, it's going up.
The talent. I mean, right now we know that his talent level is up here, but you just say my homeboy. Just
he's so tiny. I don't think I could bring him down. But James is he used to tour with the Gap Band. He was the assistant music director on the Rocky IV movie.
Yeah, I was assistant to the producer.
Yeah.
Of a lot of the tracks that were on Rocky IV.
Yeah, and he was an instructor at Media Tech for a number of years on the board of directors there, right?
About 13 years, department head.
Yeah, department head. Yeah. And a real good friend of mine. I'm proud to introduce James Dumaine.
Wow. You are the worst introducer. It's like me giving Cooley Ward an introduction.
I hope it wasn't that bad.
Coming to the stage.
This nigga might be funny.
This nigga owe me $5. I tried to fuck his sister in high school.
Welcome to StarStruck, young man.
Oh, I feel welcome.
Oh, God.
That chair does not look stable.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's all right. I'm fine.
I'm telling you, we fall out, we're going to make sure you're all right. And then next thing you know, Damon's going to be wearing that shirt. Bling, bling. So tell us a little bit. What you got going on, sir?
Well, working on another album, and I've got 3 other clients that working on new albums for them. Just about done. All stuff that we're making it sound very superstar. And actually working on my own set of workshops, kind of a school, but it's a whole different kind of concept, you know, kind of take a turn on education different than everybody else is doing. Okay. Whereas we basically, you can have education a la carte, but you'll learn how to actually do a job.
Okay.
And as opposed to a lot of schools that I've seen and experienced where they have these placement departments, quote unquote, that really never get you anywhere. These classes are tied already to businesses, so you go to work first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, James.
Yeah.
On the
Why
song.
would you have to ask him a question? You know all the fucking answers already. Why would you have to ask him anything?
Guess he told you.
The song that you let us play last week.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be on your new album?
Yeah. The new album, Psychedelic Kill, is you like that one?
Somebody woke JJ up.
I like that one.
That shit is hot.
It's really all the themes are based about everything that's in the future. The future not being so far away. You know how it is. You know, because I think that's the mindset of where everybody really is right now. Everybody's kind of wondering, "Wow, what's going to happen to us coming up?" So that song is really about a relationship with an android chick.
Okay, I want to hear the song. Can we
remember
cue the song up?
Remember a few months ago we was talking about the sex robot? A couple months ago we were talking about that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I
No,
that.
you was talking.
I was
about
talking
how you was
about
going to purchase one.
Yeah, it's only $7 grand.
Look, don't put us all in. Don't put us all in there.
Hey, it's cheaper to have a girlfriend or a wife. Anyway,
Do you have that song maybe that we could cue up? Just play a little bit of it, JJ. If not, I mean, if that's too much for you, if somebody woke you up.
it's probably on your hard drive.
One day he gonna be like, I ain't getting paid for this shit.
Well, he's awake. His eyes always look like that. All right, I'm gonna take off my hat.
No, look on that hard drive I gave you.
Yeah, but because I think we're reaching a time period where people are, the medical community is starting to give you all kinds of replacement parts, and soon you're going to be able to make a decision on whether or not you want all your parts to be something else. Which means you'll live longer and all that kind of stuff. But then that means that, well, what kind of people are those? Can you marry them? They're almost completely robot, but they got human personalities and stuff. And if you can do that, then what kind of laws are we under? What happens if one of them get killed by something?
Question.
Yeah.
How much drugs
How many fucking drugs
was involved in this making of this album? Because you went on a whole different level.
Because I'm going to tell you that. Very eloquent, very well spoken.
Yeah.
Weird as shit. That's all I'm saying, man.
He's definitely thinking outside the box.
Have you ever listened to Parliament Funkadelics?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is me.
Well, you can think that way, but right there in Fort Worth, there was a guy that got his face replaced last year.
Sure did. The dude got electrocuted.
Yeah. Got his
Yeah, but
face
did you
replaced.
see it? Yeah, we could tell that. I mean,
There's
like if
a-
they put us in a lineup, it's like which one of these people did not need
The white dude,
the white
There's
dude with the potato face.
There's a guy in South Africa called Oscar Pistorius, and he's on the cover of Time magazine right now.
Because he
Because
killed his girlfriend.
Look, because he's not. That's baby Tink Tink. Everybody know Tink Tink.
No, because he's a fast sprinter, but he didn't have any real legs.
Yeah, yeah, and he killed his girl.
He's capable.
Look. OJ gained 2,000 yards. But that's not what he's known for.
Hey,
Yeah, that's a shame.
Here's a tidbit about the same guy you're talking about.
Yeah, right.
His brother is actually on trial as well.
What?
For a different crime.
Well, I guess it runs in the family.
You see what he did right
Hey, you
there?
know what he's fun? You know what?
What?
You should probably hang around him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Well, I guess he writes better jokes than you. So I hang around him.
That is so true. It hurts. It just hurts like right around here, and mostly right around here. You the father of this food, baby.
So, we were talking earlier. You're from Louisiana.
Yes,
St. Charles.
Lake Charles.
Lake Charles. Started playing music when you were 4.
Yeah, I probably sucked back then.
I think everybody played music before.
But it was so profound to me because I remember when I was 3 that my parents were holding up pictures to me about different instruments, trying to see which one I would like to play. And I think I picked guitar, but I think they picked piano for me because they thought it would give me more discipline. It didn't work. But I stayed with it, and I never would let it down even when they asked me to stop.
Now, didn't you tear
Oh, yeah.
something in your finger when you were like 4 or 5?
Yeah, I see it.
Your
There's a
pinky?
knot right here.
That
No,
knot, that knot in the middle of his hand.
Every black man gets that pinky for playing basketball at
This one?
Yeah, that knot right
Well,
there.
that's when I was from going faster than my muscles could actually handle it.
on the piano.
Yeah.
What were you, 4 or 5 then, right?
It goes fast.
I was a little older than that. I was probably about 7 or 8.
All right.
telling you.
This show's going to be completely derailed. I'm such a music fan.
Yeah.
All right. Donny Hathaway played a 9-10 or a 10-9. What does that mean exactly? I was told it's like you can squeeze an extra note into.
It's just a ninth is an octave plus a whole step. So you go octave and then another note past an octave is a ninth. A tenth would be right after that. It's just music theory stuff.
Does that have to do with speed or?
No, that has to do with distance of notes to another. So the more you can put in like that, the bigger your chords really sound.
Okay. So we're talking jazz stuff basically.
Well, jazz is experimental of a lot of things, but no, it's in pop music, it's in R&B, it's in hip hop. It's just that it's used differently for each one.
Okay.
But the bottom line is this is the kind of stuff that gives us ear pictures. Like we get a chance to see, when notes are really close together.
Okay, give me an example because
Yeah.
you're really freaking me out, and I don't know shit.
Well, you got to kind of visualize this because it is all about distance, but it's how it ties to your brain, right? So it's like, when notes are really close together, you might have a message, if you're writing your song right, of something that's really close or small. But then, let's say my lyrics are something about, as far as I can see, vast, or, I can see forever or something like that. Then I might use some really wide distance chords, which gives a really, really bigger picture.
Are we saying going from like an A to a G? Is that what you mean by distance, or?
Yeah, it could be if the G is like way over there, as opposed to the A and G that are right next to each other.
Okay. Still don't understand, but I want to move on because I don't want you fucking into the point.
What we also like to do is when we get a comedian or a musician in, we like to talk about road stories. Without putting somebody under the bus, famous or something else like that, is there any story that sticks out being on the road that you're like, man, you'll never believe this?
Yeah, there's a million of them. Yeah, some of them are kind of serious though. I mean,
no, nothing serious.
We want something like you accidentally got stuck on a toilet or something.
Okay, I did accidentally stuck on a toilet. But I remember this one time on the road when, being a really, really young musician and you got all kinds of girls around you and stuff. This one chick wanted to be with like all of us, and
everybody in the band.
How many band members did you have at the time?
Well, the ones that were in the room, I think there was probably 4 or something like that, And she never got to me, which was good because the guy that was before that, he was pretty ignorant and dumb. He was trying to have sex with her, but I guess he couldn't find any lubricant, and so he decided to use a fifth of alcohol on this woman.
Wow.
And first of all, James, she's not a woman. She's a whore. Call her what she is.
That is somebody's child.
Oh, sorry.
Well, we call them groupies.
Okay.
It's different.
Yeah.
And so the only thing that I saw was this Flash running across the room screaming with a towel between its legs.
Was this a band member or part of the?
Oh no, it was just someone that was met on the road.
No. I'm talking about the guy that
one of the roadies you mean?
Oh yeah.
He was. This is a well-known person.
So what position was he playing in this role? Was he number 3 or number 2?
He was number 3.
Oh, see, why did you get 4? Why did you get 4? Did y'all draw straws?
Listen.
Listen.
When you ain't the face of the group,
y'all
picking straws, nigga. You ain't
okay. He's saying basically you wasn't the lead singer, you wasn't the bass, you wasn't.
Well, no, that's not how it works with groups. The groups, the way it works is
whoever pulled it,
whoever brings it in.
Yeah.
Well, has first dibs on stuff like that.
I'll tell you something. Let's say me and Charlie Wilson in the room. I bring a bitch in. I think I owe it to C-Dub to let him go first.
First of all, you probably owe it to him to not call him C-Dub.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna write a song about it. Hey, lady, how you doing?
I don't know who my brothers are.
You know what? I really think that without R. Kelly, his career wouldn't have got revamped like it did.
I think it got revamped with Snoop Dogg.
Here's the weird thing.
The swing thing and
everything. Okay, here's the one thing that I've heard and I think it's pretty true. Whenever you see a hip hop act come into town, they always have an older musician
R&B artist
on the bill because the younger kids have a hard time getting insurance. So you have because rap is fucking violent.
But that's really true. You can't get insurance if you're a hip hop group by yourself.
Yeah. So so you'll have somebody older. So I'm pretty sure, dude. We're talking. This guy's had. If you pulled up this guy's discography, it's no like from and plus I like the way they number the albums. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So
but what I'm basically saying is, there was a time that Charlie Wilson, you'd be like, who the heck was him? He was this.
No,
but they had to bring him back.
He wasn't hot to the newer or the younger generation, but he's always been hot to
To me, let me tell you something about if you're playing that group, that style of tours, unless you transform and basically start picking up some of these babies from the group, doing something, it's gonna go slower and slower. Next thing you know, you're gonna be Michael Baisden presents, this, and this. I'm saying that he evolved like people in their 30s now, in their 20s, swing.
True.
And swinging was gone for a minute. And then I'm saying like with R. Kelly coming, helping him out, he was like, you know what? I can sing and still have my same way and where I could tell a story and do that. And basically, R. Kelly became irrelevant because of the situations. But
can't really put these piss on bitches.
That is not true. That was not him.
Bitches.
That was not him.
That wasn't him.
Yeah, but
he Chuck Berry the bitch.
That's probably that could be the
Chuck Berry's
difference
the first
between.
nigga to piss on somebody. We all do.
Did you know that, James?
I think he's the first one that we heard about.
Yeah, Chuck Berry's the most famous pisser in the world.
Somebody, a comedian said that though, brought that up. Like,
Really?
Yeah, a comedian brought that up and was like, "Y'all mad at him?" Chuck Berry was the first person, and they had to do an act out.
Chuck Berry's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's really crazy.
So is R. Kelly.
Yeah, he went to right here in Dallas a long time ago. He was supposed to play at Six Flags, and he demands his money up front.
Wow, so he can go.
That's basically what happened. He was like, I want all my money up front in a paper bag because they had a check ready for him, and he was like, no check, and they had to empty out all of the the terminals and everything to get this money in a bag for Chuck. He takes it and takes off running in the car.
Chuck's a fool.
That happened here.
I mean, like you do realize you're Chuck Berry, and it's real easy to find you.
And he already been in jail before for messing with white women, so they know what he looked like. They got smug shots.
This is the way the story goes. He ran for a while, and then he came back about 2 hours late for the start of the show. Came out, played like 2 songs, walked off.
Here's like if we're talking road stories, I knew some dudes that used to hang with Ray Charles when he lived in Dallas, and they said Ray was ignorant, man. Like you have like a group meeting or rehearsal or whatever, and Ray was like, "Hey, anybody got some drugs? Hey, Ray, you need to chill out on the drugs, man. Like you getting too heavy in this shit." They said he was like, "Fuck y'all." And he just took off walking down the street.
Right?
Yeah. Just,
yeah.
Hold on. They said he was the most professional dude. He would show up 2 hours for a gig, no matter where the fuck he was. He would show up for his gigs. They say Ray just show up clicking and shit, ready to go. He would never miss a gig.
Yeah.
It's the bad thing about it to me. I want to say that Jamie Foxx probably played him so well that it like I'll see a picture of Ray now and be like, that ain't Ray.
That's Jamie with a
That's
beard.
Jamie.
But my grandmother used to play keyboard, and she knew a lot of people. Like she knew who was the nigga that Bokeem Woodbine played? David Fathead Newman. Like she knew him. He would come by the house. How long have you been in Dallas?
14, 15 years.
Okay. You know a man named Bill Rhodes? What does Mr. Rhodes play? I think he plays the saxophone.
Yeah, I think I met him when I met David Carr.
And there are a bunch of people that my grandmother knew, and dude, the stories are endless about the debauchery and the I want to the quality of pussy that you probably got on the road. Nothing like the quality of pussy. Since we all got somebody that JJ will get on the road because JJ probably.
Is that how you cut that up?
JJ would have holes.
Let's go ahead. And, matter of fact,
smooth.
That's a great segment to go ahead and go into your song. You want to go ahead and introduce it? We're gonna play it.
The one we played last week.
Oh, sign language is what it's called.
Yeah,
Called sign language. We're gonna play a little sign language and check it out, people.
I'm in love with a star child. Flip a switch and she run wild. Don't give a damn, she part silicone. She part love cause she from the hole. On point with that real thing. The kind of woman you could only dream. Like a two-way video game, she come out to play and it's a cyber attack. Give me a sign. Not from another world. I need your sign language, body language. Don't want to talk, just touch. Give me a sign. Tell me you're not from another world. I need your sign language, body language. Don't want to talk, just touch. You came all the way from nowhere. It's such a work of art that I wish that I'd have made you myself. I wanna touch you in every way of life. 'Cause when I'm inside of you, we can see the interweb. Give me a sign, special love from another world. I need your sign language, body language. Don't want to talk, just touch. Give me a sign, special love from another world. I need your sign language, body language. I'm ready for the summertime. Burn all the pretty flowers down. While we at it, we can make love. Harps playing in the background. I'm staring at the headlights. Say a freak show come to town. I'm thinking it's you and me. And a shucked up evergreen. Give me a
That's nice.
Thanks.
That's real nice. I know people been trying to sample it. You know how hip hop is today. Oh man, can I borrow that right quick and just be able to put something on that?
There'll be a version for him to sing.
I told James about 10 years. I said, man, you remind me of Prince. James said, no, I remind you of me. I said, okay, no more of that. he ain't biting nobody. He all original.
Yeah.
I mean, as well as a musician or a performer,
Yes.
does the people get a good show?
Yeah, they do.
Are you on any YouTube or anything?
Nope. I'm not on YouTube.
Are you allergic to the internet like John is? Or?
No, I think everything has its own time to actually happen. I mean, if you want to catch me, you'll catch me live first. And, people that do catch me, they get contagious feelings about, whatever I'm doing. This next set of performances is going to be pretty cool because we're coming with a bunch of special effects. You'll see my face, but you won't see my face.
Okay.
I got an artist that's making a mask of my face and rhinestones.
Really?
That kind of thing. And that's basically how we're coming out this time. Me and, I got a killer DJ and, some other members that are just, about as crazy as I am on stage.
I got a killer DJ too, DJ Styles.
DJ Styles.
Yeah. James tried to get me to DJ with him. I didn't. He had me so twisted, man. You were so far out. I was like, dude, I don't know what you want. He had me in the studio with him. I was like,
Because you was playing DVDs.
Uh-huh.
But
Trying to put DVDs on top.
We're delivering.
I'm telling you what, he schooled me a lot.
This next set of shows is going to be delivered in surround sound. So that's kind of different to have a live surround.
You doing 5 to 1 or
situation.
7 to 1?
It's 5.1.
5-1.
Yeah.
And where is this next show at?
Well, it's going to be wherever we want it to be because we actually own the equipment.
Okay.
So we'll plan it. Basically the way I operate, I don't really ask anybody to, let me play somewhere. I'll just rent the facility out, and then I'll bring some other acts with me, kind of promote it.
So
go from there.
Yeah. Do you have anything that's already set in stone on when next time? Because
Yeah.
you kind of got me wanting to see you,
Yeah, well,
but you're like, oh, you can see me when you see me. I just show up. You're like, can I see a part of me? I just did. You just did.
Well,
Tell you, man, got the Prince vibe.
I don't want to say anything prematurely, but one of the things that you may be interested in is one of the guys that I'm working with, Tony Williams. You know Tony?
No, we haven't met Tony.
Yeah, I need to bring him by.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
next time. But Tony is the vocalist with Kanye West. The guy that sings like We Major and all those hooks. Tony Williams.
JJ said, yeah.
Yeah, well, we know something. I know something
he's also the first voice you hear on Jay-Z's last album and stuff. But
Jason, I'm an old school dude. You got to slow it down.
okay.
You gotta,
Well, a lot of people compare Tony to Charlie Wilson. That's why I brought it up because he's got that same kind of a quality of a voice and so forth. But he and Kanye are cousins, is what it is.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about. Well, I do.
you see that look? That look says, get the fuck out of here,
No,
nigga.
I do.
Okay. So,
But we just finished the album with him last year and got signed to Def Jam.
oh yeah,
Yeah. And so that's
the real Def Jam. Don't be trying to tell me that.
It's a record label for deaf people.
it's a record label for deaf people and people with great preservatives.
right.
No, that's good, man.
Yeah, that's
well,
good.
we love that you came by, and we want you to kick it with us the rest of the way as we talk about the news and
Okay.
shoot around some jokes and everything, and just
And
chime in.
talk about people.
Talk about people, pretty much, yeah. We actually are changing this news segment, and it's funny if anybody that's listening knows John Brizzle, knows that he don't cuss. One day, me and Damon said we're gonna hold him down and make him say something, and he'll be like "Farfenagel" or something. But he texted me. The text said, "Hey man, we need to change the name." And seriously, his text does sound like this when I read it to him. "Hey man, we need to change the name of the news to motherfucking news." And I said, "What?" But of course, he didn't spell out motherfucker because it's John, and he's scared that God might be reading his text. Yeah, MFing with an exclamation point. So we got the MFing news, MFing please news.
Yeah.
We're starting off with Jennifer. I had to say something about this, fellas. I don't know if you guys heard. Jennifer Love Hewitt, boobs. She actually insured them for $5 million. She's probably following suit of what, J-Lo? When J-Lo
Insured her butt.
insured her butt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen Jennifer Love Hewitt's boobs.
Are they how new are they? Because I saw them when she came here with Jamie Kennedy.
Are they the same size?
They are now
Same size as each other?
they're
Most women don't have
36 C cup.
Yeah.
You and John are too weirdest nigga. Because if your titties is out, I don't give a fuck if they symmetrical.
You gotta understand, John is a boobologist.
That's right.
John is a boobologist. Let's just be real. I mean, if a woman came out here and was like, we got to have a part, Damus, you'd probably take the mouth.
No, Damon said he liked the camel toe.
Look, dude, I'm gonna tell you something about camel toes. I don't give a fuck who got the camel toe. I was at work the other day, and if it's a presumed camel toe, which means girls in spandex, I'm looking. And it's always
And you call us weird.
And then this is and then
No?
this is, and then this is what I always hear in the back. What that fat motherfucker looking at?
In your head?
No, nigga, when I'm
Oh, you talking about the real thing?
because it's not a I don't give some little like when I'm walking.
You don't give a stare. You don't give a little bit of stare.
No, nigga, I wonder what that shit smell like stare. I'm like,
Okay. I bet you was really good with the scratch and sniff stickers.
oh, the best. The
Wow.
best.
What it smell
Cinnamon.
like.
Ocean Park.
But John definitely is a boob. What kind of man are you?
Well, I'm more of an ass man. But
See?
you know, if I look at some boobs, if they look exactly the same on both sides, I know they're not real.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you
So my
something.
man's experience.
Let me tell you something. If a woman had butt implants and titty implants and got her
Are
pussy
you
trimmed
talking
up,
about the real butt implants or the ones where they use
no,
like
not the ones that you can
ones
twist
with the-
around.
Where they put the concrete in.
concrete?
Fix a flat.
The ones
Yeah,
that
but
kill.
the ones that people dying from.
The
No,
one that kills.
I'll tell y'all something.
Yeah,
It's still in a real woman. Whenever y'all get through.
Yeah, real skin on it.
Yeah, so I was actually listening to Ron White, and he said I bought my wife some boobs. I love them. I play with them all the time. I actually ain't gave it to her yet. He said they clean up real well, and that's exactly what he did. But
So,
I mean,
so you're cool with that? You're okay?
I'm okay with that. I'm tell you the truth. I would buy my wife some.
Uh-huh.
I would. Best investment my brother said he ever had.
Is she gonna call now and say what mine aren't good enough?
No, hers is beautiful, but
Okay.
she said if she wants them, hey, she wants them. She wants them. I mean, she can grow her own nails. If she wants fake nails, she can get them.
Yeah. Well,
You know.
I didn't say I didn't respect it. I
Hold on, young man. You're going too fast.
Hey. Look, I did not say I would not take it. I said if I had a choice on real D's and some fake ones, I'll play with the real ones first.
Yeah.
But I still play with the D's as fake.
Yeah.
yeah.
As long as you don't weigh 110 pounds with some D's. That is wrong. Because there's not enough skin to cover the silicone.
Hey,
and then you see the
Damon.
ripples underneath.
Damus, can I talk to you for a minute? Damus, can I talk to you for a minute?
No, you talking about
Damon,
sniffing a
Damon.
doggone camel toe. Don't you judge me.
I didn't know this motherfucker before I met you. So
Look, what, Damus, what hand did I bring it to you in with?
damn me.
Okay, but seriously, I don't see why you would seriously insure a part of your body.
Because that's how she get her acting roles. She can't act. She just put them boobs out there and bounce around.
She's never shown them all.
Oh, she perks
Oh,
them
yeah.
up. She perks them up though.
So you're saying because she doesn't make a living with them?
Yeah, like you know, like
Because
John
I mean,
Holmes probably
somebody can
should've-
insure their fingers if they're musicians.
Yeah,
but
and
her,
there's athletes.
her boobs are part of the reason people cast her.
You sure?
And she knows that. if you look at some of her stuff, her cleavage is always showing. She ain't wearing no t-shirt up there.
Well, and that's I take that back because there's one fact that I know about with film because I do some scoring on film too, so I deal with some film guys, and they
Can we get a name drop for yourself if you just?
no.
He's just saying that it's the truth though.
I know, but
Hey, I hung out with Kanye because I scored movies.
But no, when they're
Somebody's got to do it.
when they're putting these,
look, I'm not saying anything, but I was just laying up eating grapes with Vivica Fox.
whatever. But I'm just saying that they actually when you go to sell a film, the amount of boobs that are showing in it actually ups the value of the movie.
Of course it does. I'm gonna tell you now. There's only
So
one.
the movie with me and you would just be off the chain.
Listen. There's only
Depending on whose it is, I mean that's
only-
another 20 million.
there's only one woman in this world who ain't gotta show her tits to get shit done.
Who's that?
That's Coretta Scott King. Other than that, nigga, you gotta show your titties.
No,
Michelle Obama.
Oprah Winfrey.
Michelle Obama.
Oprah
She had a
Winfree.
fat ass, nigga.
Oprah Winfrey done
Have
that
you
show
ever-
none.
Who?
Oprah.
Well, it's
Oh,
all.
have you seen Oprah's feet?
Yeah,
It's the
nigga,
truth,
don't give a
though.
fuck about that.
But
all
hey, but
out
you
there.
said only one woman. I'm telling
No,
you,
you're right.
don't nobody want to see
But he's
Oprah.
right. He's right. Like if to sell a movie, Oprah, she would have to do some other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harpo, you talking about Harpo the BB?
Yeah, nigga, look, you gotta be. Coretta Scott King is the only one that can show up and be dignified and not show her tits.
If you had an opportunity to get with Oprah, would you do it?
Listen, I fucked a bitch that weighed 400 pounds more than once. Yes.
Then that means it ain't even an accident.
Yeah. No. I hate that. You know what? I hate when guys go, I wouldn't touch that bitch. Man, I fuck some bitches. I have let a crackhead suck my dick. Who the fuck am I to tell a
Was it male or female?
Hell, was it male or female?
He's like, that's not the point.
That's what I was thinking. So I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Morals. Look, he spoke.
Nigga decided to wake up and
Hey, Damus, did you ever hear my joke about Rihanna?
Hold on. This is my impression of James. Man, female.
Did you ever hear?
That's kind of like Biggie Smalls.
He woke up.
This summer, Rihanna got interviewed by Oprah, but it was in her home Barbados, right? Yeah. So remember my joke I talked about? I was like, there is some dude that is sitting there that doesn't watch TV, so he don't know who Oprah or Rihanna is, and he's like, hey dog, I want to holler at that light-skinned chick over there. I'm gonna need you to take this bullet for me. And in his mind, he's taking a bullet by going to sleep with Oprah, but what he don't realize is he's sleeping with a billionaire. So the next day, he's like, I think you took the bullet. But that's funny about the $5 million. I really wanted to bring, this is actually the highlight. I wanted to call y'all and tell y'all about this. There are some guys out there that says how to get a girl's phone number prank. And basically what they do, before I tell y'all who all these people are, they come up and say, hey man, can I see your phone? My phone's dead. And then these girls give these guys their phone, and then they dial their number. Right. It rings. They pick up their phone and say, "Now I got your number. I'll call you later." Now they showed maybe 30. It was 3 different dudes. A dude with an accent. Of course, he's not gonna get slapped. A white dude and another
non-Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, non-nigga.
Okay.
And it worked every time. Like someone was like, "Oh, that was smooth," or "That's really cute," and you could tell they was at a college campus.
Okay, let's slow it down. Were these guys good looking?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
But they were no. Actually, one of them was looking really like slump.
This nigga had on a brown hat.
This nigga had on like a red hat, and his afro was sticking. And I'm no, but do you realize? Do you think about it? I don't think there is and they didn't go to any black girls, didn't approach any black women or any Hispanic women. These were all white women.
No.
So they stereotyped them.
Yeah, dude.
They knew who.
Women are no. Dude, quit all of this. Black women are more aggressive.
No,
shit.
I'm not saying that. This is
I
what
didn't
I'm
say
saying.
that.
This is what I'm trying to
more
get at.
self-aware. You're not gonna get up on them.
No, I'm not saying that either.
No, they're not.
I'm not. No, they're not, because there are some.
I've done some of I've done some of my best playing on nigga bitches. There's no way in hell.
Exactly.
So I'm talking about black women, not the women you talking about.
No.
Of course.
I understand. Okay. I understand what you're talking about. I'm not talking about that. This is what I'm saying. They wasn't able to film any black women doing this.
Oh yeah.
So either it didn't work, or they were at a school that there wasn't a lot of minority.
SMU.
But the funniest thing was the last one was a dude was walking with the girl, and he's like, "Hey, I need to use your phone. I'm waiting for my friend in the library. My phone went dead." And she looks at her boyfriend, and her boyfriend reaches out to get his phone, and he said, "I don't want your phone. Can I get hers?"
Ah,
Did it work?
Yes.
Still, wow.
All right.
so the guy was dumb.
I will tell you that. Okay, well, then there's another prank that's going around. Have you heard about the kissing prank? Where guys go up to girls and they're just kissing these motherfuckers?
No.
All right, you got to YouTube it. I
think this might be the same guys.
but they're going up to girls just kissing these girls. So like 2 sentences and kissing these bitches, and these bitches are opening up. They're just like. Have you heard about this, James?
He's like, "No, that shit. I call that a Wednesday."
but and again, if we're stereotyping, it's always white girl. It's always a bunch of young white girls, college age white girls. So,
Can I be real? Can I be real for a second? Like,
Please.
I was in a TAM, which is a Tomorrow Alpha Men. This is something a TAM. It's called Tomorrow's Alpha Men. It's something that they do in high school, like fraternities do in high school, to pretty much not only educate.
stay with the jail in high school. I guess that was a waste of fucking taxpayer money.
TAM, Tomorrow's Alpha Men. Well, anyway,
Yeah,
they
go
were
to jail
teaching us
6
things,
months
and
later
basically
for
one
trumped
thing that
up
they
drug
did
charges.
teach me, being an alpha, they were saying that one thing that you should learn is that we don't have any problem with you dating white women. We don't have any problem with you dating outside your race, but we just want you to date like the white man would date. They said if you see a white dude, he usually has one of the coldest sisters on his elbow, you know, and then 9 times out of 10 in Detroit, if a black dude was with a white chick, she was fat, he had a curl, and they had a big car. So, I mean, when I was out looking for a wife, I really wasn't looking for a color. I'm like, Lord, please bring me a strong, educated black woman. No.
Bring me a bitch that'll put up with my shit.
Yeah, exactly. I found a woman that was working 2 jobs, had 2 kids, never been on welfare. Decided that she had enough. She wanted to go ahead and handle her business as a woman, and she just happened to be white.
Yeah.
So. Like my brother, the prime thing that my brother's always said to me is like, this black chick was like, "Why y'all always out here dating these white bitches?" And he said, "Have you ever thought that the black girls stopped dating us?" No, not once have you thought that they stopped dating us and we just was stuck dating. No, that's not it. So.
Well, whatever's going on, I know there's a big panic in the more racist communities right now because the country's turning more black.
Yeah. It's mulatto. It's about to be a mix. It's about to be a whole bunch of JJs.
It's mulatto from 2 directions, though, because, the Hispanic people, of course, you know what they're doing. They're just increasing like crazy.
Yeah.
But there's more, white chicks that are dating black guys and having babies.
Yeah. This guy at work told me, this white dude, redhead white guy. He said, "Man, I'm leaving this country." He said, "If I said what you said, I couldn't get away with that." I said, "You know what? You should leave because we taking over." And he looked at me. I said, "Yeah, man."
When you said we. They are taking over.
No, when I say we, I mean brown people.
Dude, this is how many white people there are in America. Don't fool yourselves. In 15 or 20 years, whenever the fucking projected date is, it's going to take all of the minorities in the country to equal or just edge out white people.
Based on what?
Based on what facts?
Based on the Are you motherfuckers shit? Are you just spitting out facts? You haven't researched any of this?
Have you?
That's what I'm saying.
Research?
I looked at the research.
We looked at the research.
What's that based on?
There are not gonna be more brown people. Dude, it takes each.
You're counting. You're saying the whole world.
No.
Oh, you're saying the United States.
I'm saying in America. There, white people now are what, 40?
I
No,
love
like-
white people.
Because you're half white, you go home to one of them.
Nah, man. Look, man, I got mad love for white people, man. Like,
Who woke him
point
up?
blank, period. Man.
Hold on. That's the most I've ever heard him saying it was nothing.
I thought he's about to go deep.
What does that mean?
I got mad love for white people.
Cause I mean, to some people, man, they like what you're saying. You know, they're gonna think that's kind of being stereotype prejudice or whatever. So I wanted to stand up for myself, and let it be known to whoever's listening that I love white people.
Hold on, let me get this right. It just helped me out. Because of perceived thoughts, you feel the need to say, you don't.
Yeah.
We have 4 people watching. You gonna go, hey, 4 people. I don't know this nigga. I've only met him twice. I'm sure he's fucking racist as shit. But
Exactly.
oh, the fuck out of here.
Okay. 5 years ago, 78% of the United States was white, right?
Yep.
It's 5 years.
5 years ago. 2012, 63%
It's dropping, man.
are white.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you're gonna have to include all of these other races to equal the number of white people.
And here's the big issue that I have. This is the Census Bureau. Knock on a Hispanic's door and say, how many people do y'all have in y'all's house? 2.
It was like
2.
20.
Yeah, it's 20 of them. I mean, black people don't like white people in suits coming knocking on their door either.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and this probably has nothing to do with the conversation. When people talk about race, and this only made me think of this because of what JJ just said. We can't have a real conversation about race or anything else for that matter. Because if I sound racist, it's probably the biggest misconception. I have more white friends. Like y'all, if we say friends, motherfuckers, I would call it. I got 2 friends. 2. One of them's white, one of them's black. What, CJ?
Which one am I?
You the black one.
Okay.
Cause, look, because my other white friend, I tell you about my white friend that moved to what the fuck did he move to?
See,
He moved away from you.
He did no. He moved to South America. He moved to
South
Ecuador.
America?
He
He
moved
went
to
a long way.
Ecuador
What for?
because he was tired
Spanish
of America.
chicks.
No, he seriously moved to Ecuador
But
because of
you know what? This is the bigger issue. I mean, with the black and the white, here's the bigger issue that's probably going to be over. Rich and poor is going to be the new race.
Well, that's true.
It is the new race.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how it was when I lived in Panama.
God damn,
Well,
you
I
are
mean,
old.
Yeah. No.
JJ, give us a name
Give
drop.
me a name drop.
Please.
I did live in Panama.
We know.
I mean, you've been in Oak Cliff all your life. That's not
Name
my
drop.
fault. That's not my fault. You've been in Oak Cliff all your life.
I mean, but you've known him for 15 years. He was like, that was before I was out of diapers. I'm like, where else you live?
Who said anything about diapers?
I did all 3 wars. What wars? What are you talking about? 2 wars I can't talk about.
who said anything about diapers?
No, I'm just saying. You've been around the world. You are
Yeah, I
you are
have.
the Lisa Stansfield of this group.
I've been around.
Yeah. I've been divorced once.
I got 7 kids. Only pay for 3 of them. We give you a lot of shit, John. But
No, but when I lived in Panama, that's what it was. It was the rich and the poor. That was it. It didn't have anything else to do with anything else.
hey, are you good at splicing stuff together, JJ?
What do you mean?
Like
Video.
If a video.
I don't know.
One day, I want you to, when you ain't got shit to do, I want you to record. I mean, I want you to listen to all the old tapes of John talking, and I want him to hear, man, I was in Virginia. No, I was in Dallas. No, I want you to splice it all together and make a song.
You know,
This is the first time I heard of Panama today.
Really? Oh no, he told us a little bit.
Yeah.
you gonna auto tune it?
Yeah. Okay.
Hide your
I got
kids.
10 fingers. Give me 10 places you've lived. Go.
Missouri, New Jersey, Texas, Oklahoma, Panama, Costa Rica. I think that might
You say
Virginia.
Virginia?
You lived in DC, didn't you?
No. I just
California. Did you live in California for a
No,
little
my
bit?
ex-wife from California.
She moved away to
Arizona.
California.
You live in Arizona? No West Coast.
Wait a minute. What about over the seas when you was fighting? Where was you
I
living?
didn't live there. I was in Saudi Arabia,
Good enough.
Iraq, and
A little bit of Black
Kuwait.
Ops and
Kuwait.
a little bit of Black Ops and that I can't talk about.
Yeah.
Listen, I was flipping through the stuff, and it cracks me up. You talk about not being on YouTube. Sasha and Malia, the first daughters, can't be on Twitter.
Any
can't
social
be
media, right?
No,
but they are on YouTube.
They are?
They have their own show. It's called the First Daughters.
Really?
And I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to peep this out, they're very witty. They instead of photobomb, of course, everybody knows what photobomb is. You're taking a picture with somebody famous, and someone will come behind you and be like,
Oh,
or
okay.
something. That's photobomb. Well, they got a photo Obama. They call it Obama. And basically, like,
Are they
it's
bombing
pictures,
their daddy's photo?
it's pictures of Obama, like with the Congress or something, and they'll be like behind some flags. It's hilarious how they put these pictures up.
That's good.
They have a thing called how they actually have featured old girl really helps them out. Francesca Ramsey. She's the one that first started off the shit white girls say to black girls. I don't know if y'all ever seen that
I know what
series.
you're talking about. Yeah.
But this episode, they said mom and dad won't let us wear makeup. So we're going to bring in a Secret Service. So they had a fake Secret Service dude in. And it was like they were reading out of a makeup magazine how to put up makeup on this dude. And every time he'd be like, I don't have to take this. They'd be like, you want to keep your job? He'd be like, okay. And they said, this lipstick is very good and it will stay on regardless if you're kissing a boy for hours. I ain't kissing no boy. Do you want to keep your job? It was, what else did they do? They also did a thing where they sung some songs, and they put their face on some things with Obama, and they also did an act out of Obama and Michelle. They did an act out of it, and who's the oldest one? Sasha.
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, the oldest one played Obama and did his voice, and the other one's like, I don't care what y'all say. My bangs is banging. I mean, she was making fun of her mom and dad and everything.
That's funny.
They have different ones. So if you guys ever get a chance to do it, it's called, like I said, it's called Barely Political. It's their YouTube channel is called Barely Political, and they got a theme song, and they're just on the bed, just two young girls acting out. Hilarious. Very funny.
You know what? It's got to be hard being the president's daughter. I don't know. I can't imagine them on their first date. Come in. I can't do the voice, so I don't have a joke. I just can't imagine being somebody powerful's daughter.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Can you imagine being somebody's daughter?
I forgot one more thing that they do. They do a prank call. And they said, since we're calling from the White House, they can call anybody and they won't know who it is.
Hilarious.
And they called Hillary, a fake Hillary Clinton, of course. And they were like, he was like, Hillary, I want you're fired. She says, you can't fire me. I retired. He said, you're rehired. And we're having a costume contest. I need you to show up as Donald Duck. She goes, Donald Duck doesn't wear any pants. Exactly. If you want to keep your job.
Really?
She does a great impersonation of him. Hilarious. And she goes, Bill, they're pranking us again.
Oh, wow.
So if you get a chance, please check it out. I got this other article because of John. The woman with the longest legs. Her legs are 4 feet 4 inches long. She's 6'5". I put the article thing down here so you can click on that so you can see a picture of her if you wanted to see a picture of her.
The rest of her is
you remember how old girl from not Rocky? Yeah, from Rocky. Was it Rocky 4 or was it 3?
You talking about the blonde girl, the crazy one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just imagine that times 2 because her legs are so long in this picture, and they actually put the smallest girl that's her roommate. I mean her neighbor. Beside her legs, and she doesn't even come up to the calf.
Wow.
And just imagine, this lady wears
She's
heels
7
too.
7 inches tall.
Yeah.
There's a guy in town that's taller than that, though.
But we're talking about long. I mean, but this girl is all legs, though.
You talking about that nigga that sell the snow cones in the van?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of his name.
No, this guy, he works, you know where Sambuca is, 360?
Yeah.
Sambuca 360? He's the door guy there, but a lot of people don't know that he was actually in the movie Predator. He was the Predator.
Really? And now he's working the
Tall
door at
black
He
Sambuca.
works the door at Sambuca.
If this is the
He
same
was
But
a
that's-
character. You know?
I seen pictures of him next to Shaq, and he dwarfs Shaq big time.
Let me tell y'all something. These cats that we don't think, like Shaq is big.
Yeah.
But like, I've met Kobe Bryant.
Name drop.
What was that?
I met Kobe.
You gotta get this shit together.
Yeah.
You gotta get
Somebody will wake him up. I met Kobe Bryant, and
Name
when he shook my hand,
I said Predator.
his hand, yeah, you forgot the Predator. When he shook my hand, I mean, I got some big hands.
drop.
This dude shook my hand, and I don't know if you ever shook a gigantic man's hand, but it was like
Wraps
you,
around.
If you
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
shook his
The
hand,
finger-
you like
the finger
your
hits you up
your
here.
hand. Look, your hands in the. This is how it goes, John. Go ahead. My hand up going like this.
Yeah.
Like I want him to kiss it or something.
I'm gonna tell you who's got the.
Their finger will hit you up here.
I'm gonna tell you who's got the funniest Kobe Bryant joke. RD, a comedian friend of ours.
Name drop.
Can we get some more free help? Can we get some more free
RD.
help?
Yeah, RD.
Ross Day, nigga.
Ross Day?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you
So
say?
he used to.
Homeboy.
whenever the Lakers come to town, they stayed at the hotel where he's a doorman.
Yeah.
And he was like, they get a per diem to fucking eat out.
Oh, I heard it. I heard this. Yeah, it's hilarious.
And his friend, a friend of his, Kobe was like, hey, can you run me to McDonald's? So he takes Kobe to McDonald's. And Kobe goes, oh, shit, I forgot my wallet. Can you get this for me? And I'll get you when we get back to the hotel. And this dude's making little money, and he buys Kobe's food. Now, Kobe probably thinking, oh, it's a blessing for you to buy my food. This nigga was looking for Kobe for 6 months. Hey, you got that 698 Kobe? He said every time Kobe would see him, he'd avoid him and shit. You know,
For 698.
Hey.
698. That's bad, man.
That is a great story.
The dude on one of the sports stations here locally has a similar story to my boy Michael Jordan.
Who's the dude?
I can't think of his name, man. I heard it months ago.
If he's your boy, you should know his name.
Well, no, he's not my boy. I don't even know him. I just heard him on the radio. But he was saying that,
Hey, you see what we deal with on a regular basis. That's why.
I mean, what does it have to be? I have to know him to repeat it?
I was gonna let it go.
Okay.
I mean, what?
Jay like, hey man, I rode with
Hey,
this nigga.
I'm about to give you the ingredients to this cake. It's that white stuff. I don't know what the hell.
I mean, what? What did I say that threw
Well,
it off?
You said my boy first.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you said your boy.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. No. I didn't mean to say that at all.
Senility. Go ahead. Ooh, I'm sorry.
It was Kuwait, I think.
No, that means he's going to see now. Senility. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I ain't fucking around saying anything.
Okay. I asked a question today. And
Hold on.
No, I want to hear this story.
Hold on
please.
a sec.
He's not coming back with a gun, is he?
I hope not.
He's the only one trained.
Look.
Kill him. He's your boy.
Look. I would know if he could kill somebody. If he had this gun like this,
Yeah.
Council Christmas.
I don't care. I don't
This,
care.
yeah, if he do this shit, I can get away from this shit.
I don't carry a gun.
This is what cracked me up. Look, this is what cracked me up. You know, he'd be like,
And y'all sat there and waited.
yeah, we waited. Yeah, because we didn't think your gun was that far away from you. It's probably in your hat.
Please tell the story. Tell the story.
Go ahead and tell the story.
Oh no, he said him and Michael Jordan. You know, Michael Jordan likes to gamble, and they were out playing golf and gambling, and Jordan lost like $6,000 to him. It was during an All-Star break weekend, and he's like, "Hey man, just come down during the practice in the morning, and I get you." So he said he shows up, and Michael tries to give him all the free stuff they were giving them. He was like, "No, I want my $6,000."
You want some shoes?
Yeah, he was trying
Basketball.
to.
Remember, there was a basketball team that got in trouble for fighting on the plane because they was gambling. Who was that? Was that Ron Artest? Them?
No, nigga, that was your boy. That was what was double O? What's double O?
Yeah.
Special agent. All this shit happened.
That's when they had to change their name from the Bullets. Yeah, Washington. Now,
the bullets of the neighborhood watch niggas.
Yeah, because he's like, you got a gun? I do too. Like, okay. I really got this story out for Patrick Puckett, who's not here anymore, but I thought about him when I seen this. Dead pigs in China floating by hundreds in Shanghai.
And that made you think of Patrick?
Because Patrick always liked bacon. You know, he loved bacon.
He did love bacon.
And
he still does, I guess.
They actually had the picture. Let me tell you something about the difference between America and any other country. They won't show nudity. They won't show anything. But if you get killed in the streets, they won't cover you up. They will show it. Yeah. And that's exactly, I mean, they had these pigs everywhere. They talking about, oh, by the way, picture, graphic. I clicked, I'm like, graphic, okay? I click on it, pigs everywhere. And they, you know, they was whole pigs, and they was just still floating. But listen, here's the crazy part. They was wondering why their water was tasting funny.
That's not funny.
It tastes like
bacon.
Tastes like pig.
Tastes like 900 pigs floating in some water.
That's how they discovered it.
Come here. Taste it.
You like,
Don't worry about the color. It's always
That shit
brown.
taste like kimchi juice to you. JJ, kimchi is an ancient.
Man,
okay,
I love kimchi.
Okay,
Do you really?
I love it, man. It's great.
you've been a lot of places. John's been a lot of places. Damus, you've been everywhere, working with everybody. Is there something in your everyday life, a very simple word that you use that, regardless if you write it down or whatever, it just doesn't look like it's spelled right, or you just don't spell it right? I'll tell you why I say that.
Yes.
Neighbor for me is my kryptonite.
Wednesday for me. Is
Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Like there's a word to be like, you like really? Like neighbor, I mess up neighbor so bad. Like
there's one. Yeah.
I'm like, is that in another?
There might
M?
be two actually for me. I just can't remember. Phone maybe and something else.
yeah, it's like
Oh, really? Fuck,
I put neighbor. Listen, I did neighbor so bad when I wrote it out. Like spell check was like. What about you, JJ? Is there a word that just
White people.
I'm a college grad. I have no problem.
Spell that right. They don't look just like. They don't look right.
Maybe something like continuously.
yeah
Continuously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Someone said that.
No, you know
like,
what? Probably.
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 I always see that. And I look at
yeah,
that.
that would
Probably,
get you.
Yeah.
That BLY. You know what I
Probably.
mean? That gets
Maybe you need to practice saying it correctly.
Yeah, because that's the way he talks.
Oh, now y'all. I got you, JJ. Now all of a sudden you are an Englishologist.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even
Look,
close.
Damon, get him. Damon, get his ass. I'm going for my MBA.
It's not in English.
Englishologists.
Wow. Maine town, some dork, after everything that was going through, they tried to vote to have a gun required in every household.
Yes.
Of course, it was shot down. Get it? Shot down.
Yeah, I got it.
You see what he did there?
Yeah.
That's in the MF News right there.
Yeah, the MFN News. That's the
Please.
MFN News. In the local shows, Addison Improv, Michael Blackston, my boy Los Cody will be hosting that. Arlington Improv. Do you know Will's?
Will Sylvans,
You know
Patrice O'Neal's best friend. Of course, I know him. One of the funniest dudes in the business.
Okay.
All right.
Hyenas. Tom Rhodes.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
One of the best shows I ever seen. One day, Jim Jeffries and Tom Rhodes were at the Dallas Hyenas. Best show I'd ever seen in my life.
Best show?
Best show, hands down.
I mean, you've seen a lot of shows.
Best dude.
Best show of people that's not
Tom
at this
Rhodes.
motherfucking table.
Tom Rhodes, Jim Jeffries.
The best
Best
show
show.
I seen is when we did
Hyenas
Hyenas
in May.
and Damon Smith
Tore it up
tore it up.
That's
Deficitated
on the stage.
on the stage.
That's an untrue statement.
He called someone a fag for 10 minutes. You like that, right? Of course. Y'all like that. I wrote it down. I said, what words would you misspell, would you use all the time? And I misspelled.
No, nigga, you
misspelled
word.
I misspelled.
And word.
God,
First of all, can I say something? I was at work when I was doing this.
So you were saying,
So I was actually supposed to be doing something else.
You
So
were
fuck your couch.
God damn it.
At Hyenas Fort Worth, John Reap. Have you ever heard of him?
I have. He's the metrosexual. He was the dude that did he has a show on TV now with the redneck where they race the cars and shit. He was the dude from the Chevy commercials a couple of years ago.
black
And he's
guy?
a metrosexual?
White guy?
Yeah.
Is he black guy?
He's a white
That's a
guy.
white guy. Anything in Hyenas.
Yeah.
if it ain't Kid
Oh, I
Reed.
forgot where I would have been. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What do you say we? So are y'all ready to play Black White Mexican?
These
let's
niggas
take a
are
break.
hilarious. These niggas
take a
are
break.
the worst.
We only get an hour and a half. What is this break?
We got another 33
What is
minutes
this
still.
break you speak of? It's my Scottish accent. You like that?
Yeah, say it again.
What is this break you speak of?
It's
That's
kind of go Russian.
that was like Scottish African.
Really?
Yeah.
Just sounded drunk to me.
It was African sounding.
What is this?
Okay. Everybody in a different accent. John, go.
What?
Any accent.
That's
Any
my
accent you got.
accent.
No.
That's my Virginia accent.
No, we want no. You got an accent?
Well, yes, I think I do.
Let me see. I can do that. Hello, neighbor. Should like to go down to the river for a sport of tea.
Wait a minute, hold on. It went.
Australia. I can't control it. I'm like Superman that don't know how to control his powers.
Okay. Here's me. Say my name, Damon.
CJ.
Uncle Walk. What the fuck? You want chicken fried rice with no peas and no carrots? Bamboo shoots. 8705 White Gladwood Line. 1495. You a credit card? I'm like,
That's racist.
no. You don't believe me? We can call her.
JJ, do your fucking accent, bro.
Do your accent.
How you guys doing?
It sounds just like you.
I think
No, he sound a little bit like.
Is that it?
No, he sound like.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
On.
there's more.
There's more. Hold on.
He's got to call up the spirit.
You right. All right. How are you guys doing today? My name is Bill, and I will be your instructor for today. If you would, please get out your books, and please turn to chapter 3, if you will. Michael, you got that homework that you were supposed to turn in last night.
It changed.
There you go.
But it was
that was good.
did.
We gotta put some biscuits in it.
That's somebody you know?
Okay, yeah.
No, it's not anybody I know. It's right off the top of my head. And
Thank you. And what English was it?
Seems
What
like
was
I
it?
already got a hater over here.
What was it? What was it?
You know,
What-
they want to
which
hate
one-
on
what
my
was it?
accent,
What
but
was
it's
it?
all good.
What was it?
It was called John's accent.
No,
JJ's accent. That's what it was, yo.
Okay, hold on. Listen, I want y'all to hear this.
You gonna call her? This isn't the White House.
Oh, they busy.
They're gonna deliver something.
They calling.
Number blocked.
We gonna get this lady because I'm telling y'all, I had her accent. It's your turn. Go ahead.
I did mine.
No, you didn't. It was the worst Virginian accent ever.
Let me see. I don't do voices. I try hard, but I don't do them.
Okay, can you do a sound like a door opening?
That's your knee. That's your knee buckling.
That's how your knee sound. You stand up.
Nah, this is my back.
Okay, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna play Black, White, Mexican. We're gonna explain it to him during the commercial break,
Okay, yeah.
and then we're gonna get Uncle Wok on the phone.
Uncle Wack.
Uncle Watt.
Cool.
I guess I should know by the way you parked your car sideways. Last dance, last chance for love. Yes.
Starchild, citizens of the universe, recording angels. We have returned to claim the pyramid. Partying on the mothership. I am the mothership connection. Getting down in 3D. Light year grooving. Well, all right. You hear the noise? Ain't nobody but me and the boys.
Special show. We will return it to you as soon as you are grooving. A welcome to station WEFUNK, better known as We Funk, or deeper still, the Mothership Connection, home of the extraterrestrial brothers, dealers of funky music, P-Funk, Uncut Funk, the bomb.
that? The Cool Kids?
Trap music.
No, it's actually a dude named Shlomo, man.
Oh, okay.
Slow-mo.
One of your boys?
Not one of my boys.
Okay.
Good, because that means you don't know him, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Hold on.
What?
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Hold on. Hold on.
Here we
Hold
go.
on.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yes.
That's racist.
Oh, shit. That was
Same lady answers every goddamn time.
Oh. Next week, you going to bring one of your tracks, right, John? Something for us to play?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I knew it was something.
Let me ask you a question. Let's talk music for a minute.
Let's not.
Okay. Man, let's
I'm
follow
just
this
kidding. Go ahead.
shitty black, white, Mexican shit we like to do every week. Go ahead. Let's do that.
No. Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
I
go
like,
ahead.
I like where you
Excuse
going.
us.
Yeah.
Excuse us.
Do you wanna-
This is supposed to be the funniest podcast in
Do you want
Dallas.
to cross it and we'll just do black, white, Mexican while we talk about the music?
Okay,
No,
let's do that.
no.
Let's
go
try
ahead.
it.
I want
Let's
to.
try it.
I want to see
You're
which
a
way.
fucking
Look,
genius.
I want to see which way he's going with this.
Okay.
And when
All right.
it,
Okay.
go ahead.
No, I don't want to do this anymore now. I don't.
Oh, okay.
You know what? He is a very. You know what? He's got the only kid syndrome.
Only kid.
Only kid.
But he's not the only kid.
He's not the only kid. That's the, no, seriously. Go ahead.
So, when you first started, who were some of the bigger or more well known producers? Because how do you? I never asked you how do you, if you don't mind me asking.
I'm 51.
Okay. So when you started playing professionally. Let's say 72, maybe.
Yeah, just about.
So we're talking. So you came along right before. So funk was kind of creeping in around about that time.
Yeah, it was. I mean, definitely George Clinton was an influence before I started working with him. He was an influence. And as a matter of fact, when I was a little kid, when I was younger, I think one of the big things that gave me the fever for music was the fact that I was at a Parliament Funkadelic concert, Mothership Connection, and I guess I was the littlest guy there, little kid. Bernie Worrell actually picked
great Bernie Worrell.
The great Bernie Worrell picked me up on stage and just held me over all these people. I remember seeing 8,000, 10,000 people, whatever like that, and I think it gave me the fever from there.
Speaking of which, these people probably don't know this. Maggot Brain, hands down, best guitar solo I've ever fucking heard in my life. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's up there. I guess Prince did a good one on the "Still My Guitar Gently Weeps" too. You ever seen that on
I've never
YouTube?
heard this song before.
Oh, it's a Eric Clapton song.
Okay,
look it up on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah,
pretty nice.
Yeah, you'll look at like Prince best guitar solo ever, and then you'll see it and you'll be like, oh my god! And at the end of the solo, he throws the guitar in the air and never comes down.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Prince broke his guitar on Late Night 2 weeks ago.
But he was playing
Jimmy
with
Fallon.
He was playing with I think it was one of the Beatles that was still alive or with us, and Paul and some folks like that. There was all of them on the stage together. It was pretty.
I don't do, but just Maggot Brain. When I first heard Maggot Brain,
Maggot Brain was tough. Yeah,
but I mean, still nobody's. I mean, Prince is Prince. The dude plays 16 instruments. Speaking of which, you play a handful of. How many instruments do you play?
Play about 6.
6. Still a lot of fucking instruments.
You should go to the studio with him sometime.
What do you play? I really want you to meet my son. I really want you to
Which
meet
one?
Carl. He wants to play the guitar. He wants to play the drums. And we had a conversation. I was trying to tell him a little. Of course, I'm his daddy, so I don't know shit. And we were talking about music, and he hangs around a lot of Christian musicians, I think. And I was like, if you learn how to play jazz, you'll learn how to play any type of music. He's like, no, if you play Christian music, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking argue.
Does he go to church?
Yeah, dude, this dude, he's fucking. This dude sings in a choir. He's trying to start a band, but he doesn't know. He can't play that. He plays well enough. Like he took lessons for 6 weeks, but he wasn't learning anything, so he quit.
Mm-hmm.
Now he just sits at home and like he loves to go to Guitar Center, and he wants to show me he can play. I mean, he's no master, but for a kid that taught himself how to play, he plays fairly well.
You guys know the phrase that money attracts money. Talent attracts talent. I used to hang out in the studios with James hours and hours and hours for a long time.
So what did that do for you?
Help me.
It got me hanging out with the two of you. That's where it got me.
It helped me grow this beautiful goatee.
It got me hanging out with the two of you.
I
But
swear
anyway,
if he went like this, I was gonna be like,
But anyway, the people that would come and work with him, it was this one kid. He was fresh out of high school. We was in the studio, and this boy was just walking around watching other people play. Hey, can I play that? I'm looking at him. Hey, can I play that? I don't know if you remember the young white kid. I think he was white or dark-haired kid. He had just graduated high school.
He what was his name?
That boy was bad.
Steve Stearman, I think it was his name.
Yeah, you was putting a group together then.
Yeah,
the blonde-headed girl played guitar.
Yeah. And Steve ended up being he works for like NBC or something up there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This boy's talented, man. But talent.
He works for NBC. JJ.
Names. Network drop. Don't worry about it, Jay. I got you, baby.
But
Don't
that
worry
boy,
about that.
I'm telling you, that boy was bad, man.
He worked for NBC and you work for StarStruck. Please don't put this on your motherfucking resume.
We'll be looking for another producer next week.
Oh God,
I'm about to go find somebody.
I love JJ. So what? I mean, you know JJ and you know John. I mean, what did JJ do? Was he at your school or?
Yeah. He was one of my students with under production and songwriting.
That's cool.
Yeah, real good.
We should probably learn more about this motherfucker. Like, come to find out he becomes famous.
What are the ABCs of songwriting?
Well, there's A, B, C, D, E, F, actually. And it goes like this. You got to have, common ground, first of all, where everyone can agree. Sure. Some idea that is based on like that. You don't pick something that's, I guess, too much where no one can agree with it. Mm-hmm. And has to have a memorable title.
Sure.
And effective payoff. So by the end of the song, the person needs to feel like you took them somewhere. Sure. For sure. You got to have. Let's see if I can pull it up now because you put me on the spot. I'm not in class. But memorable title, strong start, effective payoff. It's got to have the element of emotion has to be there, and basically an appropriate song form. I mean, there's really only 3 types of song forms that we have in the world, and so it's a psychological thing. One of them makes you focus more on music, the other one makes you focus more on the words, and the other one makes you actually participate. Okay. And that's a big one because that's the verse chorus. We hear a lot of verse chorus songs, but verse chorus song was actually invented in the Civil War. It was a military weapon. It was to get the soldiers to participate on singing this song so they wouldn't think about killing themselves.
So like singing cadence?
Yeah. So, you had that hierarchy thing going as well. And so we didn't hear any more about too much verse chorus stuff until hip hop comes along, and it was in a song form where you're supposed to focus on the lyrics. But when the Jews actually picked up on it, because the Jews run the industry, basically, they decided to embed this military weapon in order to make the world's biggest consumers actually happen. And that would be us.
How do you feel about the way music is going? Not just rap music. I mean, the industry as a whole.
I think everything has a big cycle to it, and some cycles are just so big you can't see it, but it has to come back up. There's a lot of followers right now. People that want to sound like somebody else, kind of thing. But that's been going on for so long now that I think I'm starting to see greater music coming up from the underground.
Mm-hmm. Now, James, a lot of your students aren't followers because that's not the way you teach, right?
No, that's true.
Yeah. And what do you think about hip hop? What's your opinion of hip hop?
Well, I think hip hop is here to stay, but hip hop is still a developing style.
But it has no song structure, basically.
Well, it does.
I disagree.
It has a structure.
Completely. You know what? You can say the stuff you hear on the radio sounds the same, has no song structure. But there are dudes I can rattle off right now.
Yeah, but that's not the point I was making.
But that's what you said. How is it not the point you're making when you fucking making a statement?
No, because you interrupted.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
I apologize.
But when you writing a song and if you're doing a song, and you taught me this, James, it goes nowhere. It just repeats itself over and over and over. How did you tell it to me? This was years ago, and you wanted me to bring in a song. Mm-hmm. And I brought in one of my hip hop CDs. You said, what am I going to do with this? And you made me go back and get a Lenny Williams song.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Kind of explain the differences between the two.
Yeah, well, it didn't have to do with the style, though. It just had to do with understanding a song form, you know. And because without it, people are just rambling.
Right.
You know.
This was when you was teaching me
I
keyboard.
mean, you could sound real good. You could play with rhythms all you want and stuff like that, but you're just rambling. You're not making any real point.
Right.
Because you're not getting people to do something. You're not getting them to participate. Or you're not getting them to think about whatever you're talking about and stuff.
Mhm.
Unless you give it some kind of structure that their brains can actually accept.
Right.
That's all it is, you know.
Okay.
Still answer my fucking question.
Because I wasn't talking to you.
I miss being here. Who was some of your biggest influences besides your parents, who of course got you started playing and so on and so forth?
Well, when I was a kid, I had a pretty eclectic collection of records because I've always liked just all music. I never leaned with any type. So I might have had some Tchaikovsky on one end of things, but Stevie Wonder and Doobie Brothers and Blood, Sweat and Tears and all that stuff.
But you know what? Stuff from that era sounds funky. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking everything from 70 to 81, 2-ish sounds like, even the white groups, like we're talking Doobie Brothers.
But it was a
Grand Funk
Railroad. Yeah, I mean, all that's Jefferson Starship. It all to me sounds very
Hall & Oates.
Yeah, it's very funky.
Yeah,
very funky.
Well, it's a fact that most of the people on the planet appreciate really funky music. Some of the funkiest music really comes from, these days, it comes from Australia. That's some pretty funky people on the planet now. Big time.
Speaking of funk, how do you feel about Victor Wooten?
Victor?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Brilliant?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant? Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Okay.
How do you feel about it? More importantly, wait. Let me call Victor.
Oh, shit.
Name drop.
Well, I look at, there is a definite progression from Larry Graham to Victor Wooten.
Okay, yeah.
Definite progression. Definitely. I mean, nobody's touching him.
Love Larry Graham.
Dude, Larry Graham is...
I love that dude.
There's definitely, now Victor Wooten, he is, seriously, he's amazing. He's fucking amazing. This dude played the Amazing Grace on the bass one day, and it was as clear and concise as if he would have played on anything else.
Yeah.
If you could put together an all-star band, including lead singer, who would you start with and end with?
Well, let's see.
Past or present, dead or alive?
Okay. Jimi Hendrix.
On guitar?
Past. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix.
Yep, good choice, son.
That's one of his favorites. And,
who else we got?
Probably Hendrix and Santana together doing some melodic stuff.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Billy Preston.
Oh, on what, organs or?
Yeah, organs.
Okay.
And Stanley Clark on bass.
Who scores movies, by the way? Is he still scoring movies?
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah,
Okay.
He's doing his thing. And let's see, on other vocals, Stevie McVeigh.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
And Joni Mitchell.
Okay.
Yeah, Joni Mitchell, man, she's great. In fact, she's one of Prince's best friends. But
She ain't dead?
well, she may be now.
I thought she was dead. Who died back in the 60s?
But they were hanging out. No, he died in the 60s.
No, I'm saying, who was the white girl that died?
Oh, you're talking about Janis Joplin.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
from Beaumont.
Yeah.
She's been gone a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, they missed that alive? Okay.
I don't think anybody at the table. Well, never mind.
So who else? Who we got on drums?
Oh yeah, Questlove would be great.
Questlove.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. Yeah,
You
boy.
know who? I'm gonna tell you who's a bad dude. Maurice White's brother, the dude that played for Donny Hathaway, that played drums. What's his name? Oh fuck, what's the dude's name? Anyway, that dude he's amazing. Really, really like that dude. I think that's my wife's phone. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm done with my
Black, white,
question.
Mexican.
It's kind of like out of the mood. Just, you guys have been talking about the last 10 minutes about motherfuckers that was dead before me. So,
Yeah, right, okay.
No.
Everybody's dead before you. You still alive. What are you talking about?
No, and you older than me. What do you mean?
apparently not. Apparently your parents locked you in a vinyl room and gave you
Dude,
and put the needle on the record.
Hey, that's a great
And
way.
put the needle on the record.
That's a
fine,
great way to raise a kid.
Fine. I'm gonna throw out artists. You tell me the favorite album, so we can play this game and I'll try to debate it. Favorite Aretha Franklin album.
Okay. I have to go on the popularity of it, I guess, on that one, because she's just great all the way. Is that your dog?
Pink Cadillac.
No, not Pink Cadillac. That's okay. That's least favorite.
Oh God!
You said popularity. I'm telling you.
Pink Cadillac is a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, respect. The song, the one with respect on it, had a lot of great stuff on it. So,
My favorite, Soul 69.
Soul 69.
That's my favorite album.
Aretha Franklin, she was one of the elements and reasons that the British invasion actually happened.
How did she play a part in that?
Well, you know, this actually proves.
Can I say? Tell him.
Yeah.
Since he doesn't know, the Beatles actually came to America on Aretha Franklin's titties.
It was kind of like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
What I was gonna say.
Okay, but you don't know that.
No. You know, the British came in off of Atlantic Records.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, okay.
I thought they came in on chess. No.
No. Ahmet Erdogan, which was a Turkish guy, he really appreciated.
Everybody knows Ahmet.
Yeah.
We all seen the Ray Charles story.
Yeah. Well, Ahmet really, well, you know, he loved at that time what they call black music, right? But,
Race music.
Or
race music.
Label like that.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was Race Records. Yeah,
We gotta sit down and talk for hours.
yeah. But
Don't let him get drunk.
he set up this tour for Aretha to go to London, and when she went to London, on the first 20 rows were all the future rock stars, and they had said, and this is where she got her name about the Queen of Soul, because they said the Queen has arrived, and so at that point, Rolling Stones, Beatles, all these guys came to Ahmet and saying, we want to get signed. We want to come to America.
That's how that happened?
That's how it went down.
I was told that James Brown was the reason that there was a resurgence of black popular music. We're talking after Motown kind of died down.
Yeah, because stuff was dying down. That's true.
And they said James Brown came along and kind of
That's the reason why Ahmed kind of let the British invasion come through, because he was trying to make that label come back up, because black music was going downhill as far as revenue was concerned, that kind of thing.
You have an opinion about God, I can't think of the damn man, Barry Gordy? I've heard nothing but bad things about this dude. I've never heard.
I heard he was a rough guy.
Yes, I've heard nothing but bad things about him.
Ask his son.
Man, to do business, you cannot coddle people. And every time I hear somebody complain about somebody making them rich, I don't care. You know, like the Jacksons talking about their father Joe, he made them billionaires.
Okay,
No,
dude,
no, he didn't.
You did not be successful at business coddling people.
Okay. Let's discuss this. In order for you to get the producers to get paid from the radio play, you have to register it with who? Not ASCAP or the other thing.
BMI or CSAC.
What's the other thing when you first get a song? I heard another name. It wasn't BMI or the other thing. It was something else I heard. But
no, I mean that's just performance rights. I mean that's when your stuff gets played on radio and stuff like that. How you get paid in performances and clubs.
And only producers get paid off of BMI, right? Or ASCAP?
No, the writers.
Hey John, pull up Starship.
By Norman Connors?
Parliament.
No, Parliament.
Oh.
Yeah, the writers get money from ASCAP, BMI. It's performance rights stuff. The other revenue streams, come from the sale of the records. If you have records that are selling, and basically the producers get a contract with along with the artists against the record label.
Okay.
So it's a split in percentage between artist and producer, but usually in an all-in deal, then the producer gets their percentage out of the artist percentage. So like if an artist, percentage of retail is like 13% and the producers is like 3%, then the artist really gets 10%.
which is no money because we're talking points, right? If
Yeah,
talking
but,
points,
you know,
so a point equals 1 cent, right?
Well, a point
Typically.
equals 1%.
1%. It's not
Yeah.
1 cent. It's 1%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of times behind closed doors, it doesn't go like that. Like, you know, Boys to Men, they weren't getting but 2% because the producers were getting the rest of that money.
Yeah, and then the
Wow.
label puts up so much money to advertise, promote
Yeah.
you, to get you out there.
Yeah.
Can we go over your school again real quick?
NSYNC was on a salary.
Yeah. But we about
Yeah, they had they were all.
So what does that tell you about your boy on on what's his name?
Joy Fatone?
No, what's his name? The black dude. Didn't he the one
Maurice,
that did
what's his name?
The dude from American Idol?
Yeah.
Oh,
the black
Randy
the first,
Jackson?
No, the first. Oh, Randy Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, he was a great producer. He produced shit for Paul Abdul. He was on what was he on? Was it the
Boys to
Dion
Men
Ferris?
is one, and
Really?
what's his name?
Okay.
Yeah, but we about to run out of time. Can we go over your school you about to open up real quick, and then go to our last 3 minutes that we like to do?
Yeah. Yeah, and I had a pretty good breakthrough today, too, as a matter of fact. Look out for this place that's in Plano called the International Music Conservatory. I think we're going to go ahead and partner up on this thing. But Fast Forward Workshops is really what it's called, and it's really about we're starting with things about production and music, but we branch out to every subject because we're just basically restructuring how education is delivered to people.
How can people get in touch with you?
They'll be able to go to the fastforwardworkshops.com.
Okay.
To get started with it, but you can hear about it from other avenues than that.
We'll add that to our page.
Yeah,
so people can find that.
Yeah, because what we're doing right now is we're partnering up with all these host companies, and so that we can actually have these classes. Really, there's some churches involved. There's conservatory involved. So it's wherever we are, but at some point it's going to turn into an online situation. And a situation
like Dustbot
on your cell phone.
Okay, cool.
It's been real. It's been real, though.
Just sit down. Sit down.
You hear that?
That broken glass. Sit down, black people.
Glass everywhere.
Yeah.
Two old black people.
Yeah.
We're good. Hey, we got 3 more minutes. Let's do this last thing.
Yeah.
Tell them about it, CJ.
No, we want you to tell them about
Cool.
it.
We got 2 minutes. We play this game called Your Mama's Pussy, and what it is it's like playing dozens, but with your mama's pussy. Like I would say, something like CJ's mama pussy has a green thumb, like
We have
something like
returned
that.
to claim the pyramid. Partying on the
Oh, you got this in the background.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You try. You try.
down in 3D.
Okay.
Yeah, groove.
Your mama's pussy is so wide and so big that
They got a phone call right when that happened.
even when she pees, her face inflates.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but cool. I'll take it.
Anybody ever tell you like Donnie Simpson?
No, it's usually.
Well, your mama's pussy gets that all the time.
That's good.
Messing with a pro.
Your mama broke her neck because she did something that was not funny. I don't know.
You've been gone too long, dog. You've been gone too long.
Workout.
You've been gone too long.
You need to be at home saying that to your kids.
All
Like,
day.
your mama's pussy.
Your mama's pussy is good because I'm still here and I don't cheat.
Man, thank you so much for coming by,
Yeah, it was
man.
my pleasure.
Please shoot us anything when something's about to pop off. I know your concerts is a secret. But,
Oh, yeah, you'll hear about it.
Yeah.
I think you guys are a lot of fun, so I think I'm gonna bring some of my friends by so you can say name drop all the time.
Yeah, we really
look,
appreciate that.
if you bring by somebody famous, it don't count as name drop no more.
Oh, okay. Well, you can look for let's see, Tony Williams.
Name drop.
You can look for Sir Earl Toon, who was with Kool and the Gang. He wrote Celebration and stuff like that.
Did he really?
Yeah.
And them niggas start out as a fucking jazz band. Amazing to me. Go ahead.
Yeah. Michael Bennett, who wrote "Cause I Love You" for Lenny Williams. All those cats are out here now.
Lenny got a new track out, and it's banging too.
Yeah, I heard.
Lenny did a tune with Jay Blackfoot about 6 years ago, I think. That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You might be young.
Yeah, but Lenny's not doing too well right now. He's sick. He's
Really?
pretty badly sick. So I don't think we're gonna hear too much more.
Well, we gotta go. We gotta
Yeah,
7 o'clock.
you might be young, but your diabetes is old as shit. Thank y'all so much. Please tune in Tuesday night, StarStruck, 6:30 to 8. I am your host, CJ Star, with my other co-host, host, John Bragg.
Oh, I
Damus.
thought the show was called Your Mama's Pussy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And JJ. Give it up.
And my boy Damon Smith.
I said Damus.
At the pappy.
At the pappy. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
That was great, man.